and I think we'll see a little different defense tonight. I don't think it will be the type of game where it was a drive to the basket and dish.
Yeah, for the Cats, going to be a different matchup tonight against Layton Christian. They pulled off the seed upset yesterday, knocking off the number 3 seed Grantsville Cowboys. Although it was a team they had already beaten once in the regular season, the two teams had split. Layton Christian, the 6th seed, comes in tonight, continuing to try to live in that underdog mantra. And what do you expect out of the Eagles coming into this matchup against the Wildcats tonight?
I think they'll come with all force, and I think it's going to be a dogfight. They've made it to the semifinals, and they're feeling good about themselves for good reason.
Yeah.
And so, I think whoever shoots the ball the best tonight has the best chance to win.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun as we continue to bring you along for the ride between Layton Christian Academy and Richfield. Pregame just about to wrap up. We'll be right back. Our Snow College pregame show, or Snow College provides our pregame shows. You start a great degree, but then life got in the way. Well, there's never been a better time to finish what you started. Go to snow.edu today. We'll be back with our starting lineups next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and ETV.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need, a system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centricom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centricom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 42 cents a mile, going to 44 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, bonuses, and more. To join the DP Curtis crew, call 435-893-2886, 893-2886, or click on dpcurtis.com.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora have a non-stop tractor workhorse, just what you need for a non-stop world. Power Star tractors from New Holland provide unprecedented power, comfort, and performance in a utility tractor so you can tackle grounds, municipal, or farm tasks with ease. Choose from 6 models from 64 to 117 engine horsepower with an open-air ROPS platform or spacious Vision View cab. Learn more about the Power Star family of tractors. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Chase Meekum and his staff at Sevier Valley Sport and Spine are proud to sponsor our student athletes in their pursuit of excellence. Dr. Chase Meekum provides chiropractic, rehabilitation, cupping, and acupuncture, where your health is their mission. Located conveniently at 72 Patriot Way in Richfield, you can find them on Facebook. Call 435-289-3444 for an appointment. Dr. Chase Meekum, Sevier Valley Sport and Spine.
You're listening to live high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and MTCC Channel 3.
And we welcome you back on into our pregame show brought to us by Snow College as really the pregame show wrapping up here, Rick. The pregames are short during this playoffs. Unless you had the game like you and I did this morning that just breezed by and we had about a 20 to 30-minute gap between games.
There was 29 minutes in between the one game.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Well, 2 talented teams tonight. Obviously, both deserve to be here when you're looking at Richfield and Layton Christian. The 6-seeded Eagles tonight, they start the same starting five they started yesterday. Ruzgar Boyle gets the starting lineup as a shooting guard. Small forward, number 10, Mine Eiskin. Number 11, Mariana Sabuero, another guard out there. Point guard, Bianca Silva, a senior who's done a nice job for them. And senior guard, Mia Jones. She wears number 25. Mia averages 12 rebounds a game, and she's a guard. Really good rebounder. And just is always in the right place at the right time. Does a good job boxing out. For the Layton Christian Academy Eagles, Rick, who is starting for the Lady Cats?
For Richfield tonight, it will be a senior wearing number 10, Sydney Knudsen. Another senior wearing number 11, Rebecca Polson. Another senior wearing number 20, Kate Robinson, who really sparked this team last night. And then a junior, 3-year starter, Nicole Willardson. And a sophomore, number 30, who I thought played a great second half last night, Hallie Janes.
Yeah, Hallie was key, hit a pretty big three-point shot as the Lady Cats continue in on their stretch to try and win a state championship. You were quizzing me earlier about Coach Peterson.
Yeah, how many years has Coach Peterson coached the Richfield Lady Cats?
You told me 22.
Well, that's what he told me.
There you go.
And he's played in how many state championship games?
6.
6, yeah. Trying to make it 7, and it's not easy.
Absolutely not. Richfield and Layton Christian just about to get tipped off. The matchup tonight, that'll be fun to watch. Bianca Silva at guard for the Eagles. Nicole Willardson in the paint for the Wildcats.
I thought I'd point out something to you earlier. You know, Desert Hills just won the 4A championship.
Uh-huh.
Both Richfield and Judge Memorial beat them in the preseason.
Well, that is definitely something to keep an eye on. Judge Memorial advancing to the state championship game tomorrow.
Of course, that means nothing. I'm just kind of giving.
No, it's important to point out, you know, the two teams that they are the top 2 seeds for a reason. A quick three from Becca Polson. No. Offensive rebound, Sydney Knudsen. Janes for 3. That's going to be strong. Ball tracked down, and Polson almost had it. Out of bounds, stays with the Cats. 3 possessions, Rick. This is going to be their 3rd opportunity with the basketball on this trip down the floor.
And already you've seen more opportunity from the three-point line. They only got 6 shots at the three-point line in yesterday's game.
Polson catches it in the corner, gives it back to Janes up top. And now outside, it's going to be Kate Robinson with the basketball. Janes skips it over to Polson. They feed it into Willardson. Nicole turns, shoots, can't quite finish it. A good look. And another offensive board. 3 offensive rebounds for the Lady Cats already. 3 on the way from Knudsen. That's strong. And coming down with the rebound, it's Mine Eiskin.
4 shots, and the Cats could not get one of them to go. Of course, 3 of them were from three-point line.
Eagles with their first possession of the game. Boyle for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Nicole Willardson. Robinson runs out in transition. Kate was so good yesterday, just so phenomenal all game long. Over on the right side, 3, Polson, no. And they may have more three-point shots in this first quarter, Rick, than they did all game last night.
Well, they've had 5 already. Ball
deflected out of bounds, and it is going to stay Layton Christian basketball. Like to see some good energy and deflections early here from the Richfield defense.
And I'd like to see Richfield get underneath and get going a little bit. You know, it's a little unsettling when you start the game 0 for 6.
Eiskin for 3, that's no good. Rebound comes down to Kate Robinson. Kate's going to push in transition for Richfield rather. Both Wildcats, Weber State and Richfield, playing on the Wildcat floor. Turnover. Out in transition, Silva going to have her easiest bucket possibly of the night. And we're finally on the board. Layton Christian leads it 2-0 over Richfield.
Yeah, and it was a steal and a breakaway lay-in that made the difference.
Polson, cross court in to the free throw line. Good ball movement. Hallie Janes will try another 3, and that's good. Hallie Janes, that's her role, to shoot the three-point shot, and she does it so magnificently. Connects there. Richfield up 3-2. She had a great, you mentioned in our pregame, she had a great second half last night. Eiskin gets to the basket. It's off the mark. Great interior defense from Nicole Willardson. Janes in transition, gets it over to Robinson. Back to Janes. We'll reset here for Richfield. Robinson ball fakes. Going to send it over to James on the right side. Now they go over to Knutson. Sydney Knutson gets in the paint. Back out to Robinson. Now corner James. Another triple. Good looking three, boy. What a sweet stroke from Hallie James.
And she's really a great setup shooter. She's gotten Richfield off with 2 3-point shots.
6-2 now. 6 unanswered from the Wildcats. Looking to drive inside. Basket good. A good take. That's Boyle for 2. Boyle going boom early, and it's 6-4.
Just started on the right wing, went hard to the basket. Richfield unable to cut her off and banked it in. That was a good move.
Polson goes in the corner, Knutson. They get it inside Nicole Willardson. Nicole misses another look inside. 2 good looks for Willardson also, but well defended inside by a good lengthy Layton Christian defense.
And both shots have rolled off the rim. You like your chances on those.
Absolutely. Nicole on the season shoots it at 51%. She's going to make it more than she misses, especially that close to the rim. Boyle puts it on the deck, loses control of it, a steal. Sydney Knutson comes up with the deflection. Knutson gets it across the timeline. 4:19 to go in the opening quarter, nearly midway through. A good pace, no fouls early. Bounce inside, a good idea from Robinson. She just took it right back away, but she was down on the ground, Rick, stood up with it. That is a travel.
Yeah, once you're down on the court, you cannot stand up. An official right there called the traveling. Tried to bounce pass it in the middle of the lane. Good defense by Layton Christian.
Silva brings it up. I thought Bianca Silva had a great game yesterday against Grantsville. Very in-control point guard. Good ball handler, has a good feel for the basketball. Silva kicks it out. 3-point shot is up and no good from Mine Eiskin. She does shoot a 40% clip. Misses that one.
One thing that's different that really I think sets Richfield up is their quickness of their guards.
Hallie James. Third three's off. How about Becca Polson? Sydney Knutson, possibly the smallest guard on the floor, gets the offensive rebound. Cats have crashed the offensive rebounds well. They don't get the score there, though. Possession goes to Layton Christian. Silva with the basketball straight away. Goes to her right, to the bump in the corner. Behind the back dribble from Boyle, guarded tightly by Polson. Skips it back to Mia Jones. Mia can shoot the three. Takes it. It's off. Good box out from Nicole Willardson. Cats basketball.
Richfield's had, I'll bet, at least double the shots, shooting a low percentage so far.
Becca Polson with the three. They made 1 3 last night, Rick. All 3 of their made field goals have been three-pointers here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've had a couple good looks underneath. You got to like your chances underneath a little better.
They go on the high post. Escuin throws it up. No, Nicole Willardson. No one taking that rebound from her as she hands it off to Kate Robinson.
She's been a force in the middle so far in this game.
Robinson with the basketball up high, guarded out front by Bianca Silva. Skips it over on the left side to Knutson. They lob to Willardson. Nicole is going to get nothing easier than that. Great ball movement.
As soon as the pass got there, you could see, I looked at you, she was going to easily get that. That was a great entry pass. Easy lay-in.
Wildcats lead at 11-4, 2:20 to go in this opening quarter. State semifinal matchup here at Weber State. Boyle for 3. That's good. Rusgar Boyle, 49% from 3.
And that was an NBA 3. Terrific shot. Went right through the net.
Wildcats lead is trimmed to 4. It's 11-7. Kate Robinson, who was the Energizer Bunny yesterday, with a little bit of foul trouble to Nicole Willardson. James with it, gets it over in the corner. Robinson puts it on the deck, goes baseline, and is bumped. And they'll call a foul on Mia Jones, cutting her off baseline.
That's going to be the first foul of the ball game for either team. And it comes with 1:49 to go in the first period.
That's a good point. Fast-moving quarter here. Robinson will trigger on the baseline. Sends it out to James. They leave her wide open. And Hallie James has hit 3 threes to open out this game. She's got 9 of the 14. What a start for the Cats offense beyond the arc.
Yesterday, she just got going really good in the second half, and it's carried over today. Oh, she's had a great first half.
You got the Richfield boys team you see over on the other side. They're not in the student section side, but they are over behind the Lady Cat bench supporting them. You love to see that. Caden Chittister's pretty hard to miss. Crossover by Boyle. Sends it out in the corner. It's caught by Sabuero. Gets it back to Boyle up top. Minute 12 to go. Boyle pulls back out, guarded by Becca Polson. Sends it over in the corner. The drive baseline. Tough shot from Silva. Up, takes a bounce, no good. Rebound, Kate Robinson.
The speed of the Richfield guards has been a difference so far.
Janes, does she have a 4-3 in her? In and out. Great look, though. And a foul going to go the other way. Sydney Knutson picks up a foul. First personal and first team foul for Richfield.
Yeah, and that comes with 52 seconds to go in the first period. So the first foul's 1:49 to go by Layton Christian, and now with 52 seconds, the first foul on Richfield. And consequently, this first quarter is scooted.
Yes, 52.5 to go. I like that word, scooted. Both Willardson and Robinson going to quick breather here.
I haven't used as many good words as you. They'll come, and I'll look at you.
Boyle, and they're going to get an illegal screen. Great job by Becca Polson to fight through that. And it will go back to the Lady Cats as a couple subs here for Richfield. We've got Sarah Winters and I believe Cameron Knutson both in off the bench, a pair of sophomores.
Both of them played well yesterday.
Absolutely. Winters stepped up big time with Willardson having a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. Winters out high on the right side, gives it back over to Cameron Knutson. Now gives it back. Paulson thought about the three. If she caught it clean, might have had it. Another three for Hallie Janes. No good, but a great look again. Paulson gets it, kicks it back out to Hallie. Hallie will pull out and reset for Richfield. 13 seconds to play in this opening quarter.
I like what Hallie's done on the three-point. She was just a little behind the line, but still inside the color and shot it.
Janes for three at the horn. No good. And, boy, if they're going to leave Hallie that open all night, she might as well keep taking them. So
I agree with you on that.
Absolutely.
And she's the reason, the whole team obviously, but she's the reason Richfield's built this lead.
Absolutely. Wildcats lead at 14-7 over Layton Christian. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, president of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
14-7, Richfield leads it over Layton Christian. Tanner Wilkinson and Rick Robinson with you here at Weber State University. Been a phenomenal tournament, Rick, and a great first quarter if you're a Richfield fan.
Yeah, and it's the speed of those three guards has really affected Layton Christian early. We'll see if they adjust to that because generally teams seem to settle down and catch up with that. And then the shooting of James and Willardson in the middle.
Yeah, been a phenomenal combination. And it will be Layton Christian basketball as Silva brings it up, guarded by Kate Robinson. A very quick breather for Robinson and Willardson. The same starting five out there for the Richfield Wildcats. Ball goes into the hands of Mine Eisken. She'll cross over, get to the free throw line drive. Nicole Willardson with a rejection. And no Wildcat went up to get it with two hands. It leads to a Boyle three-pointer that's short. And the ball's tipped out of bounds, and it stays with Layton Christian. Richfield having a really hard time, Rick, just grabbing and possessing the basketball, at least on this possession.
Yeah, and they have it. I think it's the first time that Layton Christian's had multiple attempts. But this will be the third.
Silva thought about the three, puts it on the deck. Tough two, and you'll live with that shot. A good shot, though, by Silva over the outstretched defender. Cuts the lead down to 5. It's 14-9, Richfield, 7:21 to go in the second quarter.
Right along that baseline, a running jump shot. Just a great move.
Willardson catches it inside, dumps it. Knutson blocked. Might have gotten a piece of it. And fighting for a loose ball, will get a jump ball. Possession stays with Richfield.
And so Richfield, after getting one shot at it, they'll get a second one.
Cats will take it out underneath. It'll be Kate Robinson to inbound. I mean, who else would it be to inbound? Kate's such a great passer. Pounds the basketball. Got to get rid of it and gets it just into the nick of time to Nicole Willardson. Catching it's Knutson. Back out Willardson. She bobbles. Cross court to Becca Polson, and now Kate Robinson resets. Polson thought about the three-point shot, trying to get this zone to move a little bit. Janes they're going to leave her open again. Can't hit that one. Rebound comes down inside. Rusgar Boyle now with the basketball. Crosses over. Gives it over on the left side. Silva's going to slow things down a little bit here for Layton Christian. Inside the three-point line. Gives it back to Boyle. Boyle, step back 2-point shots on the way. It's short. Rebound comes down to Becca Polson. Becca going to look to push a little bit here. Gets it across the timeline. Surveys and now pulls back out to Hallie Janes. They lob it into Nicole about the 15-foot spot. Gives it back to Polson. No good on the three. Long rebound. Becca goes and taps it back out to Hallie Janes. No one's going to guard Becca. She now pulls up and gives it back to Janes straight away. In the corner, Knutson thought about the three. Now back outside Kate Robinson. Good recovering there from Layton Christian defensively. Polson back to Janes. Top of the arc. Gives it inside. Turnaround shot from Knutson from 15 feet. It's no good. And Knutson fights for that rebound. Goes off of her. And it'll be Layton Christian basketball.
Yeah, Richfield with multiple looks again. Just couldn't get it to go. They've missed some good opportunities,
yes,
even though they're still ahead. Richfield's had many more shots at the basket than Layton Christian has.
5:56 to go in the first of two semifinal match, or the second of two semifinal matchups, and then we're going to get the two boys matchups here to close out the night. Starting with Juan Diego Layton Christian, a call you'll be on. Silva drives baseline. Great defense from Kate Robinson. And then the ball just goes into the backcourt, and Mia Jones touches it, and it'll be over and back.
Yeah, and these guards have just – it appears that Layton Christian's going to get around one of them, and those guards have been so quick to recover.
So it'll be Wildcat basketball. 5:30 to go in this one. Interesting to see the play coming out of bounds. Richfield has not scored in this second quarter. They go to Willardson. Nicole looking to change that. She's on the block. She turns. Hook inside. Beautiful shot. And it just hung on the rim for what seemed like an eternity. And the Layton Christian gets the rebound.
She's had some tough luck shots, but I like what she's doing, and I hope they still keep doing that.
Silva out high, guarded by Kate Robinson. What a great point guard matchup between these two. Silva over on the right side gives. Jones, straightaway three. What a good-looking shot. Mia Jones, 41% for three on the year. Cuts this Richfield lead down to 2, 5 unanswered.
And the pass came to her right in rhythm, and that shot, it all looked great. The motion of both the pass and the catch.
Crossover, Kate Robinson. She'll pull it back out. Straight away, another crossover. Bounce to Willardson. Nicole pump fakes on the baseline. Puts it on the floor. Robinson will take that 15-foot J. It's a little strong. Ball fought for by Winters inside, and it comes down to Sabuero. Chance for Layton Christian to take the lead. Or tie it here, I should say. Tie or take the lead. 14-12. Wildcats have led the majority of this game. Have they led the entire game?
No, 2-0 lead for Layton Christian to start the game.
And Jones with the miss, and we're going to get an over the back. Great box out by Sarah Winters inside.
We had one lead change. That was 3-2 when James hit the three-point shot. Richfield's had good looks at it. They've just not been able to get it to go. And so has Layton Christian. They've had some good looks.
Yeah.
But they've been limited to fewer shots.
Becca Polson checks in the game. Hallie Janes will take a breather. Hallie's been busy tonight. No question about it. Winters, or rather out on the perimeter, it's Kate Robinson now. Picks up her dribble, sends it over to Becca Polson. Becca going to give to Kate. Kate will look to drive it. Bounce back out to Paulson. Becca Polson jab steps, now resetting is Kate Robinson. She calls out a 4, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Nicole Willardson here.
Yeah, I didn't see it. We'll see if there's a replay here.
Wildcats going to take a timeout. Let's look at this replay here.
That's a pretty weak call on either player. But anyway.
I just thought they were battling for position either way. I agree.
Away from the ball, we weren't watching. All we have is the replay. So
yeah. Well, Rick, what needs to change here for the Cats in order for them to kind of get back on track? They have not scored here midway through the second quarter.
Well, in my opinion, the key is Nicole. She's got to make some shots. When she's making shots, this team's flowing. And the outside shots tend to go with that. when you're only relying on outside shots, it puts a lot more pressure on you. And I think that will come. She's had some good looks.
So it'll be Layton Christian ball coming out of the Richfield timeout. A good timeout here from Coach Mark Peterson. Here comes Layton Christian. Across the timeline, it is Bianca Silva. Gives it high. Ball movement comes over in the corner to Mia Jones. Lobs inside. How about Sydney Knutson reaching back like Odell Beckham and tipping that ball to herself. Cats come out in transition now. It's Robinson. Bounce inside to Winters. Winters with a jab step. And Polson just had it stripped, taken away, and then a foul on Polson. Great play by Mina Eskin.
Yeah, she was going to go up with a shot. Eskin reached in and knocked the ball away, and Polson kind of dove after it, picked up the foul. The third team foul on Richfield, only 3 on Layton Christian also.
3:23 remaining here in the first half. Richfield leads at 14-12. Wildcats have not scored in this second quarter. It was 14-7, 5 unanswered here from Layton Christian. But really, Richfield's defense has not slacked the last couple possessions, Rick. They've protected the lead still. Silva kicks to the corner. Boyle goes boom for 3, and Layton Christian leads it 15-14.
Yeah, that was a pretty baseline jumper again in rhythm. And when Layton Christian sets up in those rhythms, they've been deadly on those three-point shots.
Oh, absolutely. Paulson out high, or Knutson rather, gives to Winters. First lead since it was 2-0. Hallie James, good-looking triple, in and out. Rebound inside to Silva.
She's had 2 or 3 the last time. They've rimmed in and flipped up and gone out.
Basket just not falling right now for the Wildcats. Silva, tough little shot in the lane, no. Good rebound inside from Sarah Winters. Robinson, double dribbled. Oh, no, they called the foul. I almost wondered if she got a double dribble, but they're going to call the foul out front. I think, Rick, a word you like to use, damage.
Yes, she was bumped, and maybe the bump came a little late. That one a little bit like Willardson's on the replay.
Uh-huh. Didn't see a ton. So it'll now be
You just get
Wildcat
breaks in a game. The officials have really honestly done a great job.
You know what I tell our friend Greg Sterner? It all works out. It all evens out.
You get away with a lot more fouls than you had.
Polson, corner 3. That's strong. Rebound fought for, and it will be Layton Christian basketball. Wildcats still have not been able to score here in quarter number 2.
Which we've seen in the state tournament. The scores have been way, way down.
Only 2 points in the second quarter for Summit Academy earlier today for the boys. Grantsville's boys only had 2 points in the third quarter last night.
Their score was 14-13 at halftime in the boys' game.
Jones on the block, picks up her dribble, will send it back out to Silva. Silva now with it, holds up a fist, calling out to clear, guarded by Kate Robinson. Now goes to the right side, spins around the three-point line. Guarded tightly. Great job by Robinson just moving her feet. My goodness. And they get the 5-second call. Cats retain possession.
It's funny you'd see that because I was thinking that's got to be getting close to a 5-second call, and they called that.
Layton Christian's head coach does not like the call. I think, and he's saying
he
was trying to get
call a timeout.
Right.
Yep.
Right. That makes sense. Across the timeline goes Kate Robinson. It's 14-15 our score. On the left side, Becca Polson with it. Now skips over to Robinson.
And Layton Christian with the lead in that 14-15.
That is right. Polson on the left side. Cats really struggling to get anything going offensively. Nicole Willardson does sit here. Minute to go here in the opening half. And Polson, it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Richfield. Eiskin just came flying like a safety to deflect that ball.
Yeah, trying to pass it through the center of the lane. They knocked it out of bounds.
Jones gets it in.
Oh, they ruled it was Layton Christian ball, and now they're going to change it. He gave it to Layton Christian, and the official, they're going to rediscuss that because I thought they ruled it Richfield.
It was definitely last touched by Eiskin. And all of a sudden, everyone's like, wait, what's going on? And Layton Christian, and I don't blame him. You want the basketball.
Oh, yeah, and they were over saying, look, it's our ball.
So now the Cats will inbound on the baseline. It'll be Kate Robinson to trigger in. Not sure what they're doing over at the scorers table.
I think they're putting a little time on.
Oh, that would make sense. That would make sense.
We're clarifying. Yeah, they put 3 seconds back on the
Okay.
clock. From 104 to 107.
Robinson pounds the basketball, bounces inside to Knutson. Now back to Robinson. Kate with the basketball, looks to cross over. Great defense by Rusgar Boyle. Robinson crosses over. Janes hesitates, skips it to Becca Polson. Now up top, ball fake from Robinson. Janes, 3. Hallie gets another good look. It's a little strong. Rebound comes down to Mine Eisken. The Cats are in danger, Rick, of not scoring here in period number 2.
Well, they've been close, but close does not count.
It'll be Mia Jones holding out top. And I don't think that Layton Christian really wants to take more than one shot here. Give Richfield the ball back.
No, they're holding for one shot.
So we got 20 seconds left. Drive by Sabuero. She'll put up the floater. It's no good with about 15 seconds. I wonder if the Richfield boys basketball team behind kind of affected that. Kate Robinson picks up the loose ball now. Robinson, Janes, wide open triple, short. Rebound inside by Knutson, and we'll get a jump ball with 1.2 to go. The Cats, Rick, are not going to score in quarter number 2.
And this is going to really hurt Layton Christian because it's a jump ball with 1.2 seconds to go. I really do not like this. I think there ought to be something when it's under 10 seconds that you don't get ruled a jump ball because they're going to get it with 1.2 seconds. They would have had it to start the second half.
Yeah, that's a big disadvantage. Ball goes into Silva, and she'll just dribble it out. No shots, and nearly makes the shot after the horn.
And that did favor Richfield, but honestly, I've seen that happen a couple times in this tournament. I'm thinking somehow I'd like to see him change that rule.
Another very quick first half. Wildcats go scoreless in quarter number 2. We'll have our Jones & Mill Engineering halftime show next, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements. They're building relationships and working passionately, and that's a winning combination. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and ETV.
Jones & DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones & DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dine-in, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 42 cents a mile, going to 44 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, bonuses, and more. To join the DP Curtis crew, call 435-893-2886, 893-2886, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back. It's our halftime show brought to you by Jones & DeMille Engineering, supporting local programs and our youth in efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. That's Jones & DeMille Engineering. Tanner Wilkinson and Rick Robinson with you. Great camera work, by the way. We got the roaming cam these last couple games, Rick, and it's a lot of fun as we get you into some first half highlights. Well, Rick, there is kind of an elephant in the room, and that elephant is 0 points for the Wildcats in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and if I'd said, they couldn't get shots up, but that's not the case. I do think Richfield will make more baskets, but then you got to worry, Layton Christian also. Richfield did such a good job rebounding early, and they built that 7-point lead, and then Layton Christian just kind of chipped away at it and hit a couple three-pointers themselves. That's why they lead by 1. But if you're Richfield, I still feel comfortable with where they're at. There's sometimes at halftime, if you're at this, I'd say that team's in trouble.
The fact that you scored 0 points in the second quarter and are only down 1, pretty impressive.
Yeah, but they had a 7-point lead.
They did.
And so that tells you Layton Christian's only scored 8 points themselves. I really have liked the defense that Richfield's put on Layton Christian, but when Layton Christian is set up and they've gotten in rhythm, they've made some nice three-point shots.
Absolutely. 3 of 9 from 3. The Wildcats 4 of 17. And they've been open shot. They've been good open three-point shots, so you can't really complain about the looks you're getting if you're Coach Peterson.
Well, they've had some shots also at the foul line. Nicole's had several shots down low. She got the real easy one, but a couple of them have just rolled around and flipped off. You know, that's basketball. If you're going to win games, you've got to be able to put the ball in the hoop.
No, absolutely. Just agreeing with you.
And Layton Christian, they had the steal to start the game. You know, they've gotten some layups, but the interior defense of Nicole has really taken away much of their inside game, along with the guard play, which has not allowed them to drive to the basket, which we saw yesterday.
Yeah, going to be something to keep an eye on, no doubt about it. I love that the Richfield boys basketball team is sitting right above our other camera and above the scoreboard as they are out cheering these girls on. Caden Chittister out there. It's always hard to miss Caden.
Yeah, he's and what he's making reference for is Caden has signed to play Division I football at Brigham Young University. I believe he's 6'10", 245, terrific-looking athlete.
Yeah. Always like seeing fellow Cougars, Rick, and you're rocking the Cougar blue today. I'm in the Jazz black. We switched. Yesterday you were rocking the Jazz, and I was rocking BYU.
Well, the Jazz are playing tonight.
Against the Mavericks, yeah.
And the Cougars played last night,
They did.
You're more in tune than I am. And I'll be wearing, I won't comment on what I'll wear tomorrow. We'll see what happens here.
There you go. We'll be back with more post-game or pre-game, halftime coverage. Geez, I'll get it right eventually. Halftime coverage. Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and NETV.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Hi. I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
If building dreams is how you make your living, demand the performance of New Holland construction equipment from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora. Choose from skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, loader backhoes, compact excavators, and more. Built-in visibility, stability, and comfort allow you to work with a higher level of confidence, speed, and efficiency. Learn more about the performance of New Holland construction equipment. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Chase Meekum and his staff at Sevier Valley Sport and Spine are proud to sponsor our student athletes in their pursuit of excellence. Dr. Chase Meekum provides chiropractic, rehabilitation, cupping, and acupuncture, where your health is their mission. Located conveniently at 72 Patriot Way in Richfield, you can find them on Facebook. Call 435-289-3444 for an appointment. Dr. Chase Meekum, Sevier Valley Sport and Spine.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Jones and DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones and DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Jones and DeMille halftime show wraps up. Wildcat basketball to start the second half, Rick, because of that jump ball.
1.2 seconds to go. That's one of my rules I do not like in high school basketball. It did favor Richfield, so I guess on that side, if you're a Richfield fan, you say thank you. Who do you like in the boys' games tonight?
Boy, I tell you, that Manti-Grantsville one is really intriguing because both teams have some things that make them beatable, but both teams also have some things that make them very good. So it's just really intriguing. Nicole Willardson, offensive foul inside early to the dismay of the Wildcats.
Boy, I'd like to see that replay again. I don't know. She's had a couple tough calls on her in this game. That's all I'm going to say.
Wildcats still have not scored since late in the first quarter. It's 15-14, Layton Christian with it. Silva thought about the three-point shot. Beautiful skip pass. Eiskin puts it on the floor, goes right to the rim, can't finish. Getting the offensive rebound, Sabuero, and she lays it up and in for Layton Christian. They now lead it 17-14.
They only had one offensive board in the first half, and they equaled that here.
Great move from Nicole Willardson, but she can't finish. Becca Paulson the rebound, and then has her pocket picked from behind by Silva.
Boy, this is a dangerous time for Richfield. Layton Christian on a roll.
Sabuero for three. It's strong. Rebound fought for between Jones and Willardson. Goes out of bounds, and the Wildcats regain possession.
A terrific look out on that wing. That ball had a gone. I'll tell you, would have brought this Layton Christian crowd really going.
Across the timeline, Kate Robinson picks up her dribble, gives it over on the right side to Polson. Now Robinson resets, crosses over, gets into the paint, kicks it back out. Knutson. Now Polson over on the right side will feed it into Willardson. Nicole down on the low block. Inside post, turns, shoots, hooks, rolls out again. Another look that looked so good initially, Rick, just rolls off the rim.
You want to keep doing that, though. Richfield just needs some points.
You know, one thing you got to give Layton Christian credit for in their win yesterday, they took Mackenzie Allen out of her game for Grantsville. She's a good player, and you saw that first thing this morning. 17-14, Layton Christian in front by 3 with the basketball. Silva drives, lowers the shoulder, throws up the shot, no, gets her own rebound, has it deflected, rebound inside, and the putback is no good, and then a foul by Silva. And Nicole saying, oh.
Yeah, and Nicole had an easy lay-in. She'd make that most of the time. I think she was so open and rushed it and missed the lay-in on that one drive.
Wildcat basketball, 17-14, the lead in favor of Layton Christian.
Richfield's gone more than,
10 minutes at least, if not longer, without a point. Robinson, Willardson, 8-foot J on the baseline doesn't go. Rebound to Paulson. She throws it up and is fouled. That's Sydney Knutson. She and Paulson look like they could be sisters, even though I know that Cameron's her sister.
All three of those guards have a similar look. I understand. They're all quick.
Yes.
And they all have different strengths.
Free throws coming here for Sydney Knutson. She shoots 63%. But again, talking about the Layton Christian defense, they do a great job scouting ahead of time, and they know their personnel. They know who they're going up against. They did a good job against Mackenzie Allen yesterday. And
they changed it to a non-shooting foul.
First sub of the game for Layton Christian is Grace Idigawiri has come in. Corner 3 from Hallie Janes is no good.
Richfield continues to struggle.
Mia Jones, little shot in the lane, good. The lefty, Mia Jones, puts it in for 2, and it's 19-14, Layton Christian in front. 12 unanswered from the Eagles dating back to the end of the first quarter. Robinson with it out front, thought about the 3, picks up her dribble, gives it back over. Now they go inside Nicole Willardson. Nicole turns, left-handed hook. That one does not go. Ball being fought for on the ground. Will get a jump ball. Possession goes over to Layton Christian.
See, Nicole's moving in the middle like she's just ginger because the players have fallen down on her twice, and they've called it. You can see her move. She's just making sure she doesn't have contact.
This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep this one here. And the Cats, Rick, just can't seem to get anything going. And good look. That's the crazy thing. It's just been one good look after another. The ball is just simply not going in the basket.
Well, for Layton Christian, they've got to feel good where they're at. For Richfield, there's still lots of time in this game, but you got to make shots, and that's just – I said that in the pregame. You just got to put the ball in the hoop.
That is what the game's about, after all.
Well, and teams that make them look really good and those who don't. Because I don't think, Layton Christian hasn't burned things up here, but they've done enough. They've got the lead.
I've got a good Charles Barkley quote for you here. Difference between a good shot and a bad shot is if it goes in or not, which is obviously not true, but there's some more Barkley wisdom for you.
I like it.
I know you do. Silva over on the left side, trying to feed it in the paint to Sabuero. Up high is Boyle. She picks up her dribble, lobs it inside. Sabuero turns, shoots, scores, count the bucket. They're going to call that on Cameron Knutson. Opportunity to extend this lead. That is 14 unanswered by Layton Christian. They push the lead to 7.
And it's a great pass in the middle, a spin move, and a put-in.
Free throw coming for Sabuero. No good. Nicole gets the rebound there. And they call a foul on Mia Jones over the back.
See, we've called this game a lot looser than that. I didn't like either one of those last 2 fouls. Didn't like the one on Richfield. I didn't like that one. But it doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean they were fouls.
The ebbs and flows as the game moves on. Kate Robinson over on the left side now, looking to get the Cats set up offensively. 21-14. Richfield has not scored for nearly 2 quarters. And yet they are still very much in this game. Robinson now with it. This zone defense has caused problems for Grantsville yesterday. It's causing problems inside for Nicole Willardson. She turns, shoots, misses again right at the rim. Rebound comes down to Rusgar Boyle. Boyle across the timeline, pulls it back out. Picks up her dribble high, gives it back over to Sabuero over on the left side. Now to Silva. Silva turns, has a lane to the basket, lays it up and in. The lead is now 9 for Layton Christian. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3.
Well, Richfield's in serious trouble, but you can't go a quarter and a half in a semifinal and not score, not have some challenges.
Ball is loose. It's picked up, and now Polson has it. Goes inside. Sydney Knutson turns, shoots, and scores it, and the drought ends for the Wildcats.
That was an unbelievably needed basket if you're a Richfield fan.
Bringing the ball down, it's Silva, guarded by Robinson. Handoff high to Eiskin. She'll drive it to the rim for 2. Just misses. Good defense from Nicole Willardson. Robinson now pushes out in transition. Crosses over. Kate Robinson kicks it out. Nicole puts it on the deck. Nicole right to the rim. Lay it up and in. Good. And the Cats are getting rolling, Rick, trimming the lead to 5.
How funny is it? They couldn't score for a quarter and a half. Within 20 seconds, they get 2 baskets.
And Layton Christian will now take a timeout. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Your connection for high school sports, Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Third quarter action, Rick, after the Wildcats didn't score for a quarter and a half, back-to-back baskets on back-to-back possessions for Richfield.
Yeah, the drive in, and Silva with a terrific move.
That was a great move. Willardson rebounds. Cats have numbers in transition. Robinson bounces. And a foul going to get called on Mia Jones as she just bumped Cameron Knutson from behind. And a word you like, Rick? There was damage on the play.
And honestly, I don't think that's a foul you're really going to call, but there was definitely damage.
Just ran into her. Back into the game is Egiawari. She'll replace Mia Jones. And I think Jones is just simply trying to avoid some. She's picked up a few fouls here in the quarter. Polson, quick trigger, 3 out of the corner. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Boyle. Good play out of bounds, you know.
Richfield has still, after they made their first 3 of 5 3-pointers, they have yet to make one.
Great pick and roll inside Sabuero, but she can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Stick back misses that. Willardson just goes up and gets it.
Oh, those were 2 close-range shots. I don't know. You know, those are the kind that just frustrate you.
It's been that way for both teams tonight. Great pass into Willardson. Turks it up and is blocked. She can't believe she didn't get the foul call. Out in transition now. It comes Eiskin. On the right side, picked up Sabuero. Now top of the key to Rusgar Boyle. Over on the right side, guarded by Becca Polson. Crosses over. Sabuero. And no, excuse me, it's Boyle with the runner. Big basket for Layton Christian. They push the lead back up to 7.
Yeah, and that was an isolation move on the left side. Drove down about 3 feet outside the lane, just floated it in on an ice banker.
They go into Nicole. Turns, hooks, scores. There's the Nicole Willardson move we've been so used to seeing all season.
Yeah, and I've seen that a lot.
Bianca Silva gets it across the timeline. Wildcats again have it down to 10. Or to 5, 25-20 with 1:27 to go here in the third. Sabuero puts it on the floor, kicks it over in the corner, ball movement. Eiskin puts it on the deck, is fouled, and they're going to stay on the floor. So that'll be the third team foul on Richfield. Here with 1:20 to go.
Yeah, let's look at that replay here.
Second personal. I think they called that on, was that on Poulsen or was that on Knutson?
I'm not sure which one. It's really kind of tough because they don't list it on the board.
Step back three from Boyle. It's strong. Long rebound. Great box out from Cameron Knutson. Robinson pushes in transition. Poulsen for three. Got it! Becca Poulsen from downtown, and the Wildcats are within 2.
Yeah, and the momentum has definitely come back a little bit for Richfield. They just could not buy a basket.
Silva with the basketball up top. Under a minute to play here in the third. Goes inside to Sabuero. Great defense inside.
And
Becca Poulsen.
And honestly, I've liked the way that Layton Christian, I think they figured out Richfield a little bit, a turnaround shot.
Layton Christian wanting a foul, not getting it there. So here's Kate Robinson with it. 25-23, LCA in front by 2. Layton Christian's led the entirety of the second half. Richfield finally got the lid to come off the basket as they scored 9 points in the final 4 minutes of this quarter. Robinson dribbles out high, 24 seconds left, goes to Knutson. They feed inside. Willardson kicks it out. Robinson thought about the three, dribble drive, and Kate turns it over.
Trying to get it to Willardson.
Silva in transition, takes the shot up, and they say offensive foul. It'll go back to the Cats.
Yeah, I noticed she ran down and she just stood there. There's no circle in high school.
No, there's not. And they really don't like that at Layton Christian, but it's...
Honestly, I thought it was a good call.
I do too.
She ran ahead of her, but you can see on the defense, and she was looking to draw that.
And boos coming from the Layton Christian crowd. Couple of subs here. Hallie Janes comes in for the Cats. Valesco's going to check in for Layton Christian. Laura Valesco, first time she's played. Robinson gets it across the timeline, 5 seconds. Now down to 4. Robinson. Oh, what a crossover. Inside, flips up the shot. It's no good. And that will end quarter number 3 as we head to the fourth quarter. Layton Christian 25, Richfield 23. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dine-in, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need. A system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centricom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centricom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back on in. 25-23 our score heading into the fourth quarter. Layton Christian leads it over Richfield. Rick, the Cats didn't score for a quarter and a half, and they're only down 2.
Yeah, but you'd rather be ahead than behind. I think the longer this game stays in Layton Christian favor, a little more pressure on Richfield. They came in as the number 2 seed. They've only lost a few times this season.
Willardson, turn, shoot, score. Great move from Nicole Willardson. Ties us at 25.
And you know that's the only tie we've had in this game?
You are 100% correct. Last time it was tied, it was 0-0. For any soccer fans out there. Silva comes off the screen by Sabuero. Drives, floats, beautiful shot. It's off. Rebound, Nicole Willardson. Nicole holds, waits for her point guard. That's so smart when the post player waits for the guard. Near disaster there as the steal was avoided. Robinson, Polson, corner three, splash. Becca Polson for three, and the Wildcats take a 28-25 lead with 7:10 to go. First Wildcat lead since late in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Polson has hit two of them here in the second half. They have been so big for Richfield.
Eiskin inside, beautiful pass and a big score for Sabuero. Eiskin, the defense of the Cats followed her eyes, and she led a great pass inside to Mariana Sabuero.
Great shot, and it was a terrific pass.
Robinson with the basketball, gives it on the left side to Hallie Janes. Skips it now, Polson over on the right side. Robinson inside Willardson. Hooks, cannot finish again. Rebound comes down to Edioware, and now it is in the hands of Bianca Silva.
Yeah, when Willardson gets it down low, they're double teaming her, and she feels like she's getting bumped, but they haven't called that whole game.
Well, when the double comes, usually that means there's a chance you maybe could rush the play, different things like that. Nicole's had a much better second half, though. Big reason why the Wildcats have a 1-point lead. Silva drives on Robinson. Step back Jay for the lead. What a shot from Bianca Silva. Lead back to Layton Christian, 29-28.
And you just have the feeling that Silva is trying to take over this game now, as she's been a lot more assertive the last few plays.
And is the leading scorer at 17 a game. They lob it into Nicole. She puts it up, draws the foul, and will go to the free throw line for a chance to tie with one, take the lead with two.
Yeah, almost got it to go. That was actually a great lob.
Perfect pass from Sydney Knutson. So here we go. Nicole Willardson, 75% at the line. So critical when you have a player that plays so much in the post as she does, that can stroke it and connect like that. Ties us at 29. So Richfield led 14-7 after the first quarter, if you're just joining us. Did not score for the entirety of the second quarter and did not score for the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Willardson goes 1 out of 2. We're tied as Jones has it poked away. Hallie Janes ends up with it. Polson landed on the floor first and was still dribbling with those knees down there. Doing a little street ball move on the ground there, Rick.
Yeah, and great rebound as she came away with a steal.
Kate Robinson drives, scoop, can't finish it. Rebound inside, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession goes to Layton Christian.
Richfield seems to have picked up a little more energy the last bit, but I do think Silva has picked up some energy for Layton Christian also.
Checking back in, it's Eiskin. Layton Christian basketball. It's 29 apiece. We're tied with 5:23 to go here in the state semifinal matchup at Weber State University. Wildcats looking to advance to take on Judge Memorial. Layton Christian obviously has the same hopes and dreams. Spin in the move. What a play by Eiskin, and the lead is back.
Yeah,
Christian.
Nicole made sure she didn't foul her there, which I think is a good thing.
Absolutely. Dribbling high is Kate Robinson. 2-point lead for Layton Christian. Goes in the corner. Hallie Janes puts it on the deck. Kicks it to the corner. Polson. Becca hit one from there earlier. Way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Silva. 2-point lead for Layton Christian with 4:40 to go. Goes over on the right side. It's caught by Eiskin. She's guarded by Willardson. Now to Mia Jones. They lob it inside. Just taken right away. Knutson with the steal. Gets it up ahead to Robinson. Robinson pulls back out for Richfield. 4:24 to go, a 2-point lead for LCA. Robinson in the corner, Polson feeds it in. Double team comes, Willardson back to Polson. Good looking triple, and it's good. How good is Becca Polson, and how big has her 3-point shots been, Rick? Here in the corner, and now Layton Christian steps over the line as they inbound, and it's going to go back to the Wildcats.
Yeah, and they doubled down on, as you said, on Willardson, and she saw Polson open, so they passed it back out. And Layton Christian is saying that we were just switching players.
And they do say it'll stay Wildcat basketball, to the dismay of the Layton Christian bench and fans here. Robinson in the corner, Hallie Janes. She takes the big three. No. Ball fought for, and we're going to get a foul going the other way. That's going to go on Sydney Knutson, just fighting for a rebound.
Yeah, Knutson was trying to come underneath and get it and couldn't quite do it. Janes had a good look. Janes hit 3 3-pointers in the first period. Just quite has not been able to get one to fall since then.
Wildcats lead it 32-31, midway point of the fourth quarter. Silva's going to hand it off to Eiskin. She puts it on the floor. Corner three, Boyle off, and Robinson had it, just not the right angle. It goes out of bounds. Layton Christian retains possession.
Yeah, and Layton Christian has not had a lot of second looks in this game, but they've had a few more here in this half. They only had one in the first half.
Right side, Sabuero. Now Jones gets it over to Silva. 32-31 the score. Boyle behind the back dribble, guarded tightly by Polson. Great defense from Becca. Handoff back to Sabuero. Sabuero picks up her dribble, gives it over in the corner. Ball fake, dribbling the basketball's Eiskin. Gives it back out to Silva. She drives. Shot for two over Willardson. One bounce, two bounce, no. Rebound inside by Eiskin. And we're going to get a foul on the Wildcats.
I think we had a timeout. No, we got a foul. I thought the coach in front of the Layton Christian bench had called a timeout, but I was wrong.
That is going to be the 5th team foul on Richfield with 3:22 to go. Ball comes in, crossover, step back, Boyle for the lead. No, rebound Nicole Willardson.
Boy, that looked good from our angle. We were looking right straight at it, just a little bit long.
Robinson with the basketball, 32-31. Wildcats with a 1-point lead, 3:07 to go. Willardson, she takes the three, short. Long rebound comes out, and it's rebounded by Sabuero. And she smartly pulls it out. She didn't have the numbers. Mine Eiskin now with it. Willardson gets out to get a count. A double screen set here. Eiskin comes to the right side. Now dribble drive, kick to the corner. Mia Jones loves that corner three, and it's good. What a shot from Mia Jones. Layton Christian by 2, 34-32.
Everything's big at this point. Turnovers, fouls, made shots.
They lob it into Nicole. She turns, shoots, scores, ties us up at 34 with 2:25 to play.
Third tie in the ball game.
Man, what a game.
Been a terrific game.
I tell you, every time you and I do a game together, we end up getting a good one. Timeout by the Wildcats. We'll take it as well and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 42 cents a mile, going to 44 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, bonuses, and more. To join the DP Curtis crew, call 435-893-2886, 893-2886, or click on dpcurtis.com.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
End of three, Kanab leads Millard 41-26.
I like Kanab's chances in
they're
that one.
very good. Made it to the state championship a year ago. Gracie Glover. Boy, is she a player.
The winner of that takes on South Sevier.
The upset, underdogs. 34-34 here, Rick. Layton Christian Bell, drive. Eiskin can't finish, rebound. Great rebound inside by Cameron Knutson. Over on the right side, ball goes into the corner to Polson. Polson trying to get the zone defense to move. They go inside. Now back out to Polson. Into Willardson. Turns, shoots, and draws the foul. Nicole will go to the line to shoot two to give Richfield a potential lead with 1:53 to go.
Yeah, they were trying to double her, and then she passed out. The double went away. They went back into Nicole. And she's pretty difficult one-on-one.
Willardson connects. Richfield 35, Layton Christian 34. And keep in mind, Rick, that was the 7th team foul, so the Cats shoot the rest of the way. Nicole goes 2 out of 2. Wildcats lead at 36-34.
8 lead changes since Richfield caught them.
Most of them coming here in the second half.
Yeah, we had 2 in the first half,
yes.
So 6 in the second half.
My goodness. Silva over on the left side, guarded by Robinson. Goes in the paint. It's Sabuero. Tries to take advantage of the size and does over Knutson. Tied at 34. Timeout to Layton Christian. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and ETV.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back on in. Minute 34 to go. All tied up at 36, Richfield basketball.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a miscue by either team
could be fatal.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Robinson across the timeline. 90 seconds left in this one for Richfield. Tied at 36. Polson swings it back. They go into Nicole Willardson. Catches high. Draws a double. Knutson with it. Now over to Robinson. Robinson will reset the offense. Guarded by Silva. Kicks it in the corner to Cameron Knutson. Now Sydney Knutson high. They're trying to go into Nicole. She catches. Gives it underneath. Up 2 for Kate Robinson. Massive bucket with a minute to go.
It looked like she was too far under the net. I don't know how she got that in.
Well, Rick, I'm standing because we got a minute left and a 2-point lead for the Cats. Silva to the rim. Count the bucket and the foul. She's going to have an opportunity to give Layton Christian a 1-point lead here.
With 47 seconds to go, no one really got in front of her.
Big basket. In this fourth quarter, it has been one basket after the other, one move of the chess piece. Richfield going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 and at ETV.
Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora have a non-stop tractor workhorse, just what you need for a non-stop world. Power Star tractors from New Holland provide unprecedented power, comfort, and performance in a utility tractor so you can tackle grounds, municipal or farm tasks with ease. Choose from 6 models from 64 to 117 engine horsepower with an open-air ROPS platform or spacious Vision View cab. Learn more about the Power Star family of tractors. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Chase Meekum and his staff at Sevier Valley Sport and Spine are proud to sponsor our student athletes in their pursuit of excellence. Dr. Chase Meekum provides chiropractic, rehabilitation, cupping, and acupuncture, where your health is their mission. Located conveniently at 72 Patriot Way in Richfield, you can find them on Facebook. Call 435-289-3444 for an appointment. Dr. Chase Meekum, Sevier Valley Sport and Spine.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
We're tied at 38, 47.2 to go. It's one shot here for Silva to complete the 3-point play. Really, Silva's, as she's gone in this fourth quarter, so is the Layton Christian offense, Rick.
She's a terrific player.
Shots up and good. And she shoots it at 73%. Wildcats down 1, 46 seconds to go. Each team in the 1-and-1 bonus if there should be a non-offensive foul. Polson on the right side, swings it to Robinson. Robinson now Polson. 3 for the lead. Got it! What a shot by Becca Polson, and the Wildcats lead it by 2 with 30 seconds remaining.
That was a big shot.
Ice water, Rick Robinson. Ice water in her veins. Silva drives, floats, fouled. Got to call an offensive foul. It'll be Richfield basketball.
Yeah, that's a big time call here.
Massive call. to the dismay of the Eagles.
The ball did go in. That takes away a tying basket. She was determined to go to the basket.
And unfortunately, Silva is down, being attended to here. You never like to see that. How about the shot from Becca Poulsen?
Boy, she's really willed this Richfield team in, her and Nicole, into the lead
in the second half. Let's look on the replay.
Looking at
on
it
this
here.
Charge.
That's pretty easy to call.
Yeah, got there in plenty of time, stayed vertical. And you hate to see someone, especially of Silva's caliber of play, be down on the floor for as long as she's been down.
9 lead changes, 7 of them here in the second half.
40, and she's up on her feet.
And the crowd gives her a deserving hand.
Very appropriately. She's been phenomenal in this fourth quarter. 18.3 to go. It'll be Wildcats basketball. Obviously, if you're Layton Christian here, Rick, you want to trap. How quickly do you foul?
Well, I think you try and not let them get across half court, and if they get across half court.
So it will be Richfield basketball, 18.3 to go.
And they warn her not to cross the out-of-bounds line.
Ball comes into Willardson, who is the best free throw shooter on this team. Ball tipped. It goes into the hands of Robinson. She splits it up to Poulsen, and the foul occurs with 11.9 to go. So the senior leader, Kate Robinson, who had a big bucket to get them the lead back.
I don't know how she made the one
that was
underneath the basket.
A really tough shot.
Now, if she makes both these, I do think this game is over. One of them puts them in pretty good shape.
41-39, 11.9 to go. First is up on the 1-and-1, and it is good.
And she just clenched her fist. If she makes this second one,
it's going to be tough.
I like Richfield's chances.
One more free throw for Robinson. 42-39, 11.9 to go. Makes them both.
And
as she pumps her fist.
Are only 12 seconds away from the state championship.
Timeout to Layton Christian with 9.9 to go.
And a 4-point lead.
It's a full timeout. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, president of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
9.9 remaining. Layton Christian basketball down 4. Boy, what guts from these Richfield Wildcats, Rick. They had 14 points with 4 minutes left in the third. In the last 12 minutes of action, they have scored, 29 points?
Yeah, and it's been Poulsen's 3-point shots and Nicole in the middle that has done it.
Ball goes into Boyle. Got to go with it, and a turnover. Robinson has it, and that'll do it. The Wildcats are playing for a championship on Saturday. Richfield survives. Wildcats 43, Eagles 39. Richfield playing for hardware tomorrow.
Yeah, and Richfield really had a tough shooting time, but they did what they needed to, and they'll take on the undefeated Judge Memorial Bulldogs, who have flip-flopped back and forth with Richfield, ranked number 1 in the RPI.
That's right.
And that'll be at 5 o'clock. Richfield will not be able to have a 12-minute scoreless spell tomorrow and win that game.
No. We'll be back. We got our post-game show coming up next here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 along with ETV. It's Sunrise Engineering sponsoring that. They serve communities like yours all over the western United States. That's Sunrise Engineering. We'll be right back.
Jones & DeMille Engineering is proud to be a part of Utah's rural communities and loves to cheer on the youth of rural Utah. We take great pride in helping shape the quality of life by offering full engineering and architectural services, municipal and private business software solutions, and community involvement. Jones & DeMille is your go-to resource for planning, funding, designing, and infrastructure needs. We strive to serve with a professional, personalized rural touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Ashley Steck at Steck Investments in Richfield is an independent local agent, meaning he can shop all available companies to find the right plan for you. Steck Investments handles pensions, 401k rollovers, IRAs, life and health insurance, Medicare supplements, drug plans, and dental plans. Call Ashley today at 435-979-0007 to find the best investment and insurance plan for you. Steck Investments, 635 North Main Street in Richfield. For all your insurance and investment needs, call 979-0007.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dine-in, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You're listening to live high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and MTCC Channel 3.
Post-game show brought to you by Sunrise Engineering. They're growing and they're hiring. Sunrise Engineering, visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Greg, what a game. Richfield goes scoreless for over 6 minutes. Did I just call you Greg?
Yeah, and you
Barrett's
said
looking at me.
You said over 6 minutes. They went 12 minutes.
Boy, I am
scoreless.
struggling. I'm struggling. It was 12
You're not
minutes.
struggling. You're terrific.
Barrett's like, there's one, there's two. We're going to start with a clean slate. So, yes, 12 minutes, scoreless, Rick Robinson. But they prevail by scoring 20 points in the fourth quarter and winning 43-39.
The difference is their star, Nicole Willardson, one of the stars, really got going a little bit in the middle. And then Becca Polson, you cannot say enough how many three-pointers. Her three-pointers in the second half were huge. And the one that she made that put Richfield back up by 2, pressure all over it, was huge. And then I thought Robinson's shot underneath the basket, she was clear underneath. I don't know how it went in. And somehow she got it around, and it went straight up and through. And for as struggling shooting as Richfield did for a quarter and a half, they were able to come back and win that game.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Let's get you some stats courtesy of Brad James. Overall, 15 points for Rebecca Polson, 5 3-point shots for Becca Polson. Nicole Willardson got 15 points for Becca Polson, 5 threes. 13 points, 8 boards for Nicole Willardson. She really stepped up in the second half.
Yeah, and those 5 threes were in the second half.
4 of them were.
Okay, Becca hit one in the first half.
She hit one. She had one early. And then 9 from Hallie Janes, all in the first quarter. If Hallie doesn't shoot the way she does it to start the game, Richfield does not win. So.
Yeah, and Hallie really got Richfield off to a great start. She came up with a steal. I thought she did a nice job. Kind of cooled off a little bit, but that's okay.
And then Kate Robinson, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but all 4 of those points came with under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and her 2 foul shots, they were loaded with pressure. I don't know how, pressure foul shooting is difficult. But Layton Christian also made some pressure foul shots.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Very fascinating way that this game ended. So many fun moments, Rick. It was great to be with you on the call as we wrap things up here. It's we got Juan Diego and Layton Christian next. You're going to be joining Greg. That's why I got Greg on the brain. He's joining you next. So,
but Richfield has done it the 7th time in Coach Peterson's career. Richfield's going to the state championship.
That's right.
And it won't be easy.
No.
That's a terrific Judge Memorial team. But I do think Richfield has a shot.
Absolutely. Going to be a fun one tomorrow.
Yep.
Right back here. Wildcats earned to continue to play on the Wildcat court. So that's going to wrap it up on the Mid-Utah radio portion of our broadcast. We'll be back for Manti in 2 games, but just Centricom and ETV for this Layton Christian Juan Diego matchup. Hope you enjoy doing this game with Greg Sterner.
Well, these are, on the boys' side, these are 2 terrific teams.
They are. Absolutely.
And I want to say thank you, Tanner, for letting me be here with you. I don't know why I've been so fortunate, but thank you.
The pleasure's all mine, Rick Robinson. Your final score, Richfield wins it 43-39, and the Lady Cats find themselves in the state championship tomorrow night right here at Weber State University. I believe that's a 5
o'clock, yes.
5 o'clock for the tip-off, and we'll have all the theatrics before, which make it a lot of fun. And
I imagine there'll be a little more pregame tomorrow because it's the first game of the day here.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. So that's going to do it for us here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and ETV. Stay tuned on Centricom and ETV for more playoff basketball.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.